Alright, morning guys. It's just gone about 25 past 6 on Monday the 30th of March. As you can see, we're back out on Club Lake number 2 for another long day session. The clocks went forward yesterday, so the light in the morning is reduced. But obviously this evening we can fish much later than previously, so we've got basically until 8 o'clock tonight if I wish to stay that long. I'm just getting things set up, so as you can see it's a bit of a state at the moment, but just before I cast this one out, that's what I'm going to be using. A couple of tiger nuts on a slip D rig, and then a nice PVA stick of this loveliness. So there's a mix of pellets in there, obviously some little 10mm tiger nut boilies, and then basically just a load of different syrups. We've got sort of hemp oil and tiger nut syrup, a bit of cloudy manila in there, and the pellets have been soaking that in for the last 3 or 4 days. Add a little bit, stir it up, leave it to soak, add a little bit more the following day, and just keep repeating that. But it's about 6 degrees out here at the moment, so it's supposed to be overcast throughout the day and generally dry, so we're going to get this rod out and see how we get on. Right, it's just gone 7:30. As you can see, the sun is just coming up in the sky. I just had a flat spot come up over my left hand rod spot. It's disappeared now, it's kind of floated off to the left into under the trees, but something has disturbed the area down there, so hopefully that's a sign the carp are potentially rooting around. You may be able to hear the wind is just starting to pick up, so I've set up the shelter, provide myself with a little bit of cover. Hopefully, if it does, well, it's supposed to get windier today, so if that does happen, then hopefully the sound quality on this video will be a bit better, because I'll have the GoPro sat in the bivvy or in the shelter, so it's out of the wind. But anyway, there's few signs of fish have shown themselves over the last hour or so, so I know they're kind of in the general area. Just see how things go over the next couple of hours. Hopefully we can get one of these early bites again. Well, taken a couple of hours, but we finally have something on the line. It's coming straight at me, so I'm assuming it's going to be a common. Doesn't feel particularly big, but he's a fish. It's currently right down in the margins along the bank. Definitely just a little one, but he is a carp, and that's what counts. Literally just got up and said, "Come on, carp, where are you?" And within 5 seconds, it's gone off. Just doing his little dance out in front of me. Hopefully, he'll be our sort shortly. Straight into the net. Right, here he is. I haven't weighed him, he's only a little one, maybe 4 or 5 pounds, something like that, but he's the first one of the trip. Nice little common, couple of hours in, so we'll get that rod back out on the spot. Hopefully we can get some more. Nice way to start. Right, it's just gone 10 to 10. So rod's been back out 5 minutes or so. You saw where I cast it. Fairly tight to the island, probably a little bit closer than I would have liked, but is what it is for now. I've got plenty more PVA sticks if I want to bring it in and give it a recast, but I'll leave it for now, see how that gets on. I've just put out some of these glugged boilies. They're sort of sat in hemp oil at the moment, so they've been soaking that up for the last 2 weeks or so now, so that just creates a nice little slick around the spot. Hopefully the ducks and the geese out there won't be diving down on my spot too much, but anyway, bright hand rods back out on the spot. First fish on the bank. Right, just gone 11:05. As you can see, the weather has taken a bit of a turn for the worse. Good for the carp fishing, not so great if you don't have a brolly, but fortunately I do. The weather forecast was saying there was basically 0 chance of rain today, and this is how good the weather forecast generally is. It's I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up on the camera, but you can see it coming in across the fields and the tree line in the distance there, absolutely hammering it down. So well worth bringing the shelter today, and it's doing its job for now, so happy days. I've had a recast of both rods. Basically I wasn't happy with where that right hand rod was so tight to the island. I know there's tree roots that go round the island, but I don't know how far around this way they come, so I wanted to make sure it was clear from there, so I reeled it in and it was fine. It came straight in, no issues. So I've recast that one and it went similar sort of area, slightly further out, so I'm happy where that is. And then left hand rod, I've put out where that, it originally was where that goose is in the middle now, and I've put it out a bit further to the right hand side, towards the overhanging branches, just to mix things up a bit. Put a few boilies around there as well, over both spots, just a few extra of the glug boilies just to get that slick back on the water, and we'll see how that goes. But for now, rods are out, they're fishing, I'm happy with the spots, so we'll wait and see if anything comes along. Things have got a little bit more hairy. The wind's picked up even more and the rain's got heavier, so yeah, not particularly pleasant. I'm quite happy if the rods don't go off right this second. Right, it's just gone 1:30. As you can see, the rain has disappeared for now. We do keep getting showers coming in from behind us, and that set of cloud may be the next lot, but it's certainly dry for now. Nothing really to report bod wise. I had a couple of beeps on the left hand rod, but that didn't amount to anything. I think whether it was just a fish going through the line, it sort of lifted up a little bit, dropped back a little bit, and then just sat there, so I didn't hit that one. But yeah, not too much going on. I'm watching the water. Every now and then I see like a little flat patch coming up, either on my spots or where I've been putting the boilies out there as freebies, so whether something's again just disturbing them on the bottom, they're letting off that little bit of hemp oil, I don't know, but certainly nothing positive as yet across this afternoon. So I'm just going to kind of leave things as they are. I'll keep watching the water, and obviously if carp do start showing and I can get to them, then I will do. There is another guy, you see his bivvy over there. He turned up earlier. I don't know if he's had anything or not. I certainly haven't heard anything. And a couple of people were on the lake behind me. One's gone. I don't think he had anything, so it's pretty quiet at the moment. Obviously the weather conditions aren't ideal for carping, but we have had that rain. Sometimes that brings them on the feed, so we'll see. Alright, it's just coming up to 5 o'clock. Obviously a week ago that was 4 o'clock, so it's not really full bite time yet, certainly in what it's been in recent weeks. So yeah, we're kind of approaching that now. But speaking of that, I've just seen my right hand spot there, which obviously has got a load of oils and what have you on the boilies and on the PVA stick. Seems to have just lit up, so hopefully that is the sign that there's something down there feeding on it, and I may get some interest on the right hand rod. We shall see on that front. But yeah, there's not been, other than that, there's not been anything else really going on, so we'll see how the next couple of hours goes. Well, perfect timing. I'd seen that slick come up a couple of times on that spot. I was like, something's got to happen there. Put the camera down by the rod, hoping to get a run. And literally within a couple of seconds of me starting it, it's gone off, and it looks like a pretty decent mirror. Come in pretty quickly, but I ain't gonna complain looking at the size of him. Now he's suddenly woken up again. Yeah, he came forward pretty quickly. Now he's suddenly woken up. Just having to back winding, give him that little extra bit of line at the moment. He wants to go. He's certainly just doing it. So. Feel the weight of him. Hopefully. Certainly looks a decent one. I don't know how big. I'm guessing at least a 20, but hard to tell. long, slow day, but we said this was bite time. Within 10-15 minutes of saying that, we've got one on. Off again. So it doesn't matter if it gets wet, but let's just hope the sound is still decent. It's still going, obviously. I haven't got him in yet, but he's got some serious power to him. He's ours. I don't think he's particularly massive, but we'll get him out, we'll find out. Right guys, we've got him in, just weighed him, he's gone 20 pounds and 4 ounces, so just over the 20-pound mark. Lovely looking fish, and a nice way to get the early evening underway. So it's just gone, well, 5-ish I think, but yeah, lovely fish. Get some pictures of this one, get that rod back out on that spot and see if we can't nick another one. Right, just coming up to 10 to 6. Right hand rod obviously is back out on that spot. You saw where it went, and I've chucked a few boilies back around it again. Not much happening with the right hand rod. I might give that one a recast somewhere else, or just change its position in there in between the islands, but I've not really had much. I think there was like one beep or a couple of beeps on that earlier, but nothing else. So I'll keep an eye out, and if I start seeing fish potentially showing elsewhere, especially over to the left hand side, I may well have a cast at them with that left hand rod. But obviously the right hand rod has done both of the runs today, so it's definitely worth keeping it over by the island. Hopefully we can get another couple before we have to pack up. Certainly, hopefully another one. Right, just gone 20 to 7. I haven't seen anything showing on the lake, certainly not over to the left hand side, so I've just decided to recast that left hand rod back out between the two islands again. Fresh PVA stick on there, a few boilies around it, and that's going to do me for the rest of the session. Obviously if we get any interest, like another big spot coming up, if we get any fish interest, I've got a couple more PVA sticks ready to go, so I can attach those to whichever rod goes off. We've got about an hour left, so I wanted to give it sort of one last roll of the dice with that left hand rod. We've kind of gone back to where we started from, which is where I've had fish from in the last couple of sessions, so it certainly makes sense to go back to what you know. And we'll see if we can nick one more bite in the next hour or so. Right, as you can see, I have another fairly sizable flat spot's just appeared over my right hand rod, or over the spot anyway. Hopefully again someone's down there feeding, and we may get a bit more action. It was like this all the way over, and then all of a sudden this big bloom has come up. Starting to go round the corner now, but definitely something going on down there. Well, I thought we were going to get one more chance there. Right hand rod lifted up, couple of beats up, went tight, didn't take any line, started to drop back slightly, so I picked it up, struck into it, but nothing there. So we've fortunately got a couple of PVA sticks left. Very quickly got that one back out on the spot. See if we can give ourselves one more chance. Right guys, that is it. The light is fast fading, so I'm gonna bring the rods in and call it a day. on this session and indeed this season on the club lake. It's April the 1st in a couple of days time, which is the start of the new club season, so we'll be getting the ticket again and seeing how we get on next year. But that is it for today, so thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you again in the new season.